These just have to be the top 5 foods that you can eat to help you lose body fat. If you start to implement these into your diet, I can guarantee that you're gonna feel fuller, have less cravings, and find your fat loss journey a whole lot easier. And I know this works because I've been helping men just like you implement these foods into the diet, and it has been a game changer for their results over time. So let's get into the video. And if you want further help with your fat loss journey, just head to the description of the video and grab my free fat loss guide right now. All right, the first of the top 5 foods that are gonna help you lose body fat is popcorn, okay? So this might seem a little bit strange actually, because you think popcorn, oh, it's a kind of cheap food, it's a treat, but it can actually be very, very useful to help you lose body fat over time. And I don't mean any popcorn by this, so not going to the cinema, getting the popcorn, loading it with sugar, loading it with treats, you even get the little chocolate on top these days. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a certain type of brand of popcorn, and you can get it from Tesco's or Asda, and it is called the proper corn, or the proper corn in the microwavable bags. Okay, now why is this good? It's around 230 calories per bag, and usually when you microwave it, there's actually kernels at the bottom that you don't eat, and it's actually even less calories than this in total. It's good because popcorn is super high in fiber, and the more fiber we have, the more it takes to digest and break down. So we're going to have that feeling of being fuller for a longer period of time. It's got lots of volume in it. You'll get, for that 200 calories, you'll get a big bowl of popcorn that you consume. So if you've got larger volume of food, it's gonna help fill the stomach more, and it's gonna help you stay satiated for longer, which is great because when you're on lower calories and you're dieting, it's gonna help keep you a little bit fuller. Okay, it takes a long time to eat. Okay, so there's studies that show this, that the slower you eat your food over time, the more of a sensation of fullness that it gives you from eating the food. So if you've got a really big bowl of popcorn that takes you 15-20 minutes to actually eat over time, bit by bit, it's going to help fill you up for a little bit longer, only for 230 calories a bag. Now, it's a really good way you can kind of satisfy a craving as well, because popcorn is considered a treat, isn't it? But if you're able to kind of have this, you could put any of the little seasonings on top, you know, that you season your meat with. They work really well as like a savory snack or a bit of salt. And you can also put some like sugar-free sweetener on there, or 0-calorie sweetener, to help bring that sweetness up there too. So popcorn, really, really good option. One of the best foods you can eat to help you lose weight over time. Now, the next food is going to be potatoes. Now, when I say this, I recommend this to my clients all the time, but potatoes are going to be king for fat loss. They are actual game changers. They are very low calorie dense, which means you can have a large amount of them for smaller calories. They're a great source of carbohydrate to have. It can help you fuel your energy in the gym so you can build more muscle, but that's besides the point. And they're also very, very filling, okay? For just 100 calories, out of all the carbohydrate sources, well, a couple of them, you could have 75 grams of rice for 100 calories. You could have 65 grams of pasta for 100 calories, or you can have 135 grams of potato. So you can have a lot more volume of potato for the same amount of calories as you can have pasta or rice, which then is going to help leave you fuller for longer, and it's going to help making losing weight easier because you are not as hungry, okay? The main reason why people fail on the diets is because of hunger. So if you're not hungry, it's easier to stick to your calories. The cravings aren't there as much. It's going to be a lot easier for you to stick with your calories and lose weight over time. Okay, the next one is going to be lean protein sources. Okay, protein is king. Okay, it is the most filling macronutrient you can have. So out of the proteins, carbs, and fats, protein is going to be the most filling macronutrient. Okay, it's going to help keep you fuller for a longer period of time. And it also, what protein does is cool, is it also burns more calories through digestion. So it takes more energy for the body to break protein down. So you're actually burning a few extra calories just through digestion. This is why all the coaches, this is why I bang on about you need to get your protein. And it's not just for building muscle and recovering in the gym. It can help keep your appetite at bay and help keep you satiated. Now, we want to make sure we're picking lean protein sources, which are going to help us. Why? Again, because it's going to have less fat content in there and more protein content in there, so it's going to help keep you fuller. You can have a little bit more of a higher portion size, and it's going to be a better option for losing body fat overall. Now, examples of this would be, you could have 100 grams of chicken thighs, which is 181 calories, okay? For that same amount in chicken breast, so 100 grams of chicken breast, you can have 115 calories worth. So you can have more chicken breast then you can have chicken thighs for the exact same calories, and you'll probably get more protein out of it as well. Same with steaks. So you could have a ribeye steak, which is 252 calories. Yeah, good protein, nothing wrong with it. But you could have a fillet or 100 grams of fillet for 155 calories. Again, you can have more steak for the same calories, which is going to help you stay fuller for longer and help you stick to your diet a lot easier, make losing body fat a lot easier too. Yes, so sea bass as well, 164 calories in sea bass. It's a fattier cut of fish, where you can have 100 grams of tuna, you could have 108 calories. Again, more volume. Fat loss, a lot of it is about keeping your cravings at bay and picking foods that are going to be more filling and more satiating for you, which makes it easier to stick with your calorie targets along the way. So picking leaner sources of protein are going to really help with this. You can have high protein, which is going to help keep you full, and it's also going to burn more calories through digestion, but also you can have a bigger portion size for the same amount of calories as things like chicken thighs, ribeyes, and sea bass. Okay. Next on the list is fruit and vegetables. Now, this might seem really, really obvious, to be honest. Eat more fruit, eat more veg, but I'm going to explain why this can be a real game changer for your fat loss. Now, fruit and veg is going to be your friend, okay? They are very, very low calorie dense options. And that means you can eat a lot of these foods for very, very little calories, okay? Which is going to be very helpful, as you can probably already tell. So let's take an example. Strawberries, 100 calories of strawberries, you can have 300 grams of them. Okay, you can have a full tub and more for just 100 calories. Compare this to something else like a pack of crisps. A pack of crisps is probably going to be more than 100 calories, and you want to get maybe like a 20, 30 gram portion in total. So you can have a lot more volume of food for less calories. Again, it's going to help you stay fuller for longer and make it easy to stick to your lower calories that you're having in your calorie deficit. Watermelon as well, another great option, especially now it's the summer. 100 calories of watermelon, you can have 350 grams of the fruit for it. Another fantastic option. Then onto the vegetables, broccoli, 100 calories, you can have 260 grams of broccoli. You can nearly have a full head of broccoli for 100 calories, which is crazy. So if you need more food to help keep you full through the day, you can be adding these fruit and vegetables to your meals or alongside your meals to help add a lot of volume for very, very little calories. Same with lettuce. Lettuce is a huge one, being 100 calories. You can have 500 grams of lettuce. 500 grams, half a kilogram of lettuce for 100 calories. So if you're trying to lose body fat with your meals, your lunches, your dinners, just add a good chunk of lettuce with it, because you'll make the volume of the meal go a lot higher, so it feels like you're eating a lot more food, but also the calories will be hardly any extra in comparison. Okay, think about it. More volume is going to be better. Volume is king for fat loss. The last one is low-fat Greek yogurt. Now, I'll be honest with you, this is like probably one of the most filling things that I've eaten, to be honest. It's such high protein amounts and such low calorie amounts. It's an absolute no-brainer to start including in your diet. With this one anyway, this brand here is the Farge or however you say it, but 54 calories per 100 gram portion. Now you can get this anyway. You can get this in your Aldi. They do their own version, which I think the macros are even better slightly. You can get it anywhere you are. Is going to have 0% fat Greek yogurt in there too. You just get the low fat version because the fat's down, the calories are down, but the protein will stay the same. And for that 100 grams, you get 54 calories and 10.3 grams of protein. Now, you can literally eat the full tub, the full 450 gram tub for 212 calories and 42 grams of protein. So that is a lot of food, okay? It's a lot of volume of food. It's going to really help keep you full. This is a great breakfast option. You can use it for breakfast, and you could add the fruit from before into it. So you could add the fruit and veg in from before into your yogurt to make it taste a bit nicer and add even more volume to your meals. You could add any sort of sweeteners to it, because it doesn't taste the best. It's not the best tasting thing in the world on its own, so you could add a bit of flavor. Low calorie sweetener, low calorie syrups, little coffee syrups, things like that. They're going to help improve the flavor of this meal. And you could also have it on a savory meal. I know a lot of people like to use this as a sauce or as a dressing and mix it with something else to kind of create a nice dressing what you can use, which is a very good low calorie option. So, you know, this is, again, can be a game changer for your fat loss. If you're not already including it, I recommend giving it a try, finding a way you can incorporate it into your diet, which is going to be manageable for you, and you can kind of enjoy it as well. But, you know, for 212 calories, 42 grams of protein, and, you know, 450 grams of food, it's an absolute no-brainer. So guys, hope you enjoyed the video. They are my top 5 foods that I think will help you lose body fat and make it so much easier for you. If you enjoyed this video, I'll leave more content up at the top, but I'll catch you guys in the next one.